you wanted to talk about Bond 25. We're gonna wrap on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bond 25, which is the last movie we saw
25
was
years?
25 fucking no. Bond has been going on for over 60 years.
Is this the 25th film?
This is the 25th film.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So
But I'll take it.
yeah, I mean, like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna be like, no, Bond. I don't want to see another movie with Bond in it. No, of course we are. It's like
when your bartender makes the wrong drink, but it's a good drink. You're
you're
like, I'll take it.
fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Yeah, why not? Okay, so and they clearly picked a shitty time to like reveal like what like the plot is of the film, yada yada, because Endgame is clearly happening this weekend.
Yeah.
As well as Game of Thrones.
So
I don't give a shit about
everyone's gonna
Bond.
care
Right?
about this in like another week or two. They're gonna have to re-reveal it.
Yeah, they're
Here's
just
the
gonna
re-reveal.
They're gonna
Bond 25.
They're gonna have to do another fucking revealing of. So let me read this real quick. Again, this is from IndieWire. Craig's. The director of Bond 25 is Cary Fukunaga, who those of you will remember is the director of one of the first movies on Netflix, which is Beast of No Nation.
Okay.
Or is that what it's called? Beast of No Nation?
Yeah. A Beast of a Nation or Beast of No Nation? Starring Idris Elba?
Yeah, it was starring Idris Elba, but let me pull up the actual correct name before I get it wrong. Arain Phil.
I think it's Beast of a Nation, I'm pretty sure. Oh, man, wouldn't it have been great to have had Idris Elba in this film? With Cary Fukunaga?
What is...
I'm pretty sure it's Beast of a Nation, too.
No, I'm trying to think if Idris was ever in a... No, he was never in a Bond movie.
No. He's never been in a Bond
few
movie.
black people in Bond movies, aside from which, ironically enough, and I'll read the synopsis of this before, before I jump in.
Fill some time.
Yeah,
sorry, I don't know if I did a good job. With
you did
but
a fantastic job of filling. Yeah, Bond has retired to Jamaica, but returns to active duty when his old CIA pal Felix Leiter, who's played by Jeffrey Wright, turns up asking for help to rescue a kidnapped scientist, which leads Bond to a mysterious villain armed with dangerous new tech. And the villain that they speak of is none other than Rami Malek of Mr. Robot and Bohemian Rhapsody fame. I don't know what I'm looking to expect from Rami Malek Bond villain. I don't know.
I feel like he can pull off like the dark. I don't think he's going to be very like. I would like to see him be physical in this movie. Can he pull off like action, right? But
no, I don't need.
He's going to be
physical.
very much like cerebral. He's going to be like a cyber terrorist or something like that.
And obviously, given Mr. Robot, I don't think you cast him as like fucking jumping over fucking cars and shit.
He's definitely he's better to do this movie than being like Fast and Furious 9 or something like that. But no, like I feel like Remy is he's certainly a talented actor. He's kind of like on a hot streak right now. I think he's going to bring something to this film that's a little bit different. In from what we've seen in past Bond villains, right? And we've had some really good ones. I mean, Javier Bardem, who was in Spectre?
No, that was
Skyfall.
Skyfall.
Yeah,
that was Skyfall. Yeah.
Fantastic. Like one of my favorite Bond villains thus far.
One of the best, unarguably, one of the best Bond villains of all time. Javier Bardem, but I don't think I really. Because I think Bond as like a movie in and of itself is a very stale product. And I don't think, but the problem is it makes its living in being stale. So it creates this confusing landscape of we want something different, but also we don't want anything different.
Yeah.
We don't know what we want for Bond.
I wasn't sure where you're going with that, but no, that actually does make perfect sense.
Doesn't that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, and what is that like? It's kind of where when you go to like one of those like fancy bars where they have like 50 beers on tap.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what? I love this place. Like there are 50 beers on tap.
But also
you always
hate
get the same,
all of them.
Yeah. You always get the same one or two.
Yes.
Like, oh man, should I try this stout
no,
or this
I'll
IPA?
just do that same shit that I've been drinking for the last
I'll do
20
this
years.
Pilsner over here. Maybe no, you know what? I'll do this IPA. I'll have a Budweiser.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what Bond is, and so I actually enjoyed Spectre for what it was. Skyfall was by far the best Bond I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Spectre was trying to live up to it, but clearly didn't. I don't really expect for this Bond 25 to like blow me out of the water. I don't expect anything crazy from Bond. I just expect Bond to be Bond, and for them to try to maybe do something. Oh, this might be surprising, but really it doesn't.
He retired. He doesn't want to do this shit anymore. Someone comes and like, hey, you know, I got a job for you. He's like, fuck, okay.
Yeah, well,
and then
whatever.
There's this new, new technology.
Yeah,
fucking iPhone.
I haven't seen that before.
Now the villain's got the new iPhone X and new software. I feel like we're gonna find out Apple is really behind all of this, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? Again, Daniel Craig, I think he brings something to the Bond character, like a level of intensity that we didn't see in a Roger Moore or a Sean Connery or
physical
a
intensity.
Pierce Brosnan,
Yeah,
right?
we just saw suaveness from them, but from Craig we get a physicalness.
Yeah, and he has like this seriousness to the character. True, like he is. You know, I'm not your Bond, and he is sleeping with a ton of women throughout each and every movie.
Yeah,
but he's also like,
oh, now he's got one boo. And that leads me to say that like the returning cast from both Skyfall as well as Spectre are so like the same. They have the same M. They have the same Q. Wait, no, I might be getting that wrong. They might have the same Q.
The younger,
what's her name? Money Penny, whatever the fuck her name is. She's returning as well as like his like love interest, who he basically went off in the sunset with in Spectre.
Nice.
She's returning as well. I think her name is Leo. I don't know, something French. But yeah, they're all returning. And I think Ralph Fiennes is playing M, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, they're all returning. So this will be sort of, obviously, this is clearly, it has to be Daniel Craig's last outing as Bond, unless they make a gang of money. If they make some money off this, perhaps they're like, one more fucking time. Why not?
I hope not. I hope not. I do want to see Daniel Craig. And again, he's a talented actor. He's played many characters outside of Bond that I've loved. But I do think, pass the mantle now and let's see, because they're gonna make more of these movies, right?
Of course they.
Yeah.
What do you think they're gonna
They're gonna
stop making
now.
Bond movies?
But,
Fuck no.
I'd love to see who's next. How can they refresh a story that's been told so many times and continue to make it good?
Well, what are they gonna do different from a Craig Bond? Because whoever they have next has to be different.
It's either going to be a
than
woman
Craig Bond.
or it's going to be
because
Elba.
Otherwise it's just like bring back Craig. I don't understand why you decided to change it to somebody else outside of the fact that you just didn't want to pay Daniel Craig $25
If it's not Idris Elba, they're probably going to go with a white woman. I hope they go with Idris Elba.
You know what? At this point, I think I would be curious to see what a female Bond would.
I would love it. I just would hope they would go. I don't know, like an Asian woman.
What woman would be good at playing Bond?
The first woman to come to mind for me was fucking Mila Djokovic. No,
absolutely not. No.
Who's the chick from Fast and Furious? Michelle Rodriguez
as Bond.
Viola Davis.
I could buy that a little bit.
She was ready to go
in Widows.
Yeah. Right.
I could buy a Viola Davis as Bond. I think she has the. I think
Scarlett Johansson could, but she probably wouldn't because Black Widow, Bond. She's maybe
no.
I think so?
she look at that. She'd be like, "What's the figure?" Okay,
yeah.
Why not?
And I think she was already in a Bond film. I could be wrong.
Scarlett Johansson. No, she wasn't. She was
no, not Scarlett Johansson. Wonder Woman.
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot. No, she wasn't in a Bond film. There was another, I think, Israeli actress who similar looking, but she was not. It's not bad.
Apparently, they all run together for
all of them. But I think there are a lot of women who could step up and play this role. I would just hope they would go against the grain and go like to an Asian actress, an African American actress, Latina actress.
But I wonder if
Something
they would
different.
try to explain that, or if they would just keep proceeding like nothing has changed.
I don't know.
Because it's our first significantly different Bond, right?
Yeah.
If we get a woman Bond.
And maybe there doesn't need to be an explanation. They never explain why every Bond character is
It's
a
like
white man,
different-
right?
Yeah, that's very true.
But
he is
why
from
the
a
character changes, right?
But okay, but he has like there's some things you have to do for the audience. Like okay, so he's just insatiable sexual preference of women over all these years, and then all of a sudden, let's switch up to guys.
Yeah.
Like but then that's I guess presupposing that they switch up to guys.
Yeah, get Kim Kardashian to play the next Bond. Bring Ray J in as the villain.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be great, crazy.
Okay.
So